if you want to achieve all the goals that you have set for yourself, while at the same time deepening your connection to God, deepening your connection to Krishna, then you absolutely need to understand the first 3 verses of the Bhagavad Gita, because these 3 verses will clarify all the questions that we have around balancing action and surrendering to God. In chapter 3 verse 1 of the Bhagavad Gita, Arjuna is confused and asks, "You say that knowledge is superior to action, yet you are telling me to engage in this terrible act, in this terrible war. Why?" And he continues in chapter 3 verse 2, "My mind is confused. Please clarify to me the path that I should take that will lead me to the highest good." So in chapter 3 verse 1 and 2, Arjuna is confused. He's asking, should I renunciate or should I work? Should I do work in the world? So renunciation means, abandoning the world, going into a cave and meditating and contemplating so that you can experience God. Krishna answers him in verse 3. Chapter 3 verse 3 of the Bhagavad Gita, devotion can be on the basis of 2 things. Okay? 1, the basis of knowledge for those involved in contemplation, like the monks who are in a cave, and the other is for yogis, which is the path of action. Okay? So now Krishna is confirming to us that there are 2 paths. 1 is for the monks who are out of this world, and number 2 is for those of us who are in this world, who are actively involved in the world, and the path is for action. What does that mean? That means that Krishna has placed inside of us dharmas, purposes, goals, desires, and he wants us to act on them to make them become a reality. And while we're acting on those and making them a reality in the world, he wants us to apply the knowledge that he's teaching us. Okay? So one thing is that Krishna will not appear in the sky magically and wave a magic wand and poverty will disappear, the problems in the world will disappear. It's not how it works. Krishna's will be done through us, okay? Through the desires, through the purpose, through the dharmas he has placed in our heart, okay? Just like Arjuna is a warrior, so his purpose is to fight the righteous war, right? That's the dharma that Krishna has instilled inside of him. So now in us as well, we have these dharmas, these desires, these goals that he has instilled inside of us. And through us acting through that, making those come to a reality in the world will become a better place through our selfless service, to our giving of our gifts, our unique gifts to the world will become a better place, right? So his will is to be done through us. So the caveat, the distinguishment is that Krishna is telling us while we're going after our goals, right? While we're trying to achieve the goals that are inside of us, he wants us to fix our mind on the goal and on him and on God, okay? Fix our mind on God and not on the successes and the failures, okay? So what that means is that on your path, you will experience wins, you will experience successes, and you will also experience obstacles and failures. What Krishna is telling us that we cannot attach ourselves to those, because if we experience wins, we'll start clinging and we'll start craving for more success, right? And that will catch us in a loop. In the same way, the failures will want to push away to avoid them, and that will cause suffering. Both of them will cause suffering. What Krishna is telling us is to surrender both winning and failing, and to focus our mind on the process, on taking action, on taking the next step, while surrendering everything else to Krishna. Surrender the wins as an offering to him. Surrender the failures as an offering to him. Just focus on taking action. Just focus on keeping our mind focused on Krishna and the action. That's it. So the bottom line is, we will meet God through executing on the desires that are inside of us and applying the teachings of Krishna while on the path to serving the world, serving the universe with our selfless service. So along the way, we experience, let's say, things that will distract us, right? Instead of focusing on our goal, we will experience distractions. And those distractions are eliminated by improving our concentration, okay? Our concentration needs to be improved so that when there are distractions, we can stay focused on the goal, okay? And if you want to know how to improve our concentration, click on this video and I'll catch you there. Namaste.